Elohim here. As you know, it is Heru month. All right, December 1st, the beginning of Heru month. This is Heru month live discussions. Before we kick off and my panelists tell you who they are, first I want to inform y'all that we may have two more panelists coming in. They had a little technical difficulty, so if they just pop up, don't be too surprised. They are on their way, I assure you. But to start things off, I know a lot of you might not know about Heru month, what it is, what it stands for. So we'll start that off first, and then I'll pass it to my panelists. Heru month is, if you didn't know, for those who are watching, I know most of you know, but for those who don't, Heru is the Kemet god of the sun, right? He is the original Christ. He's where all the Christian folklore comes from. He's the original virgin baby of a virgin mother from a holy father, the original Trinity, all that. I can't tell you Heru's whole history right now, but I will tell you this, that his birthday was actually on December 25th, and Jesus Christ, Yahshua, whatever you want to call the guy, was not on December 25th. In fact, they stole that from Heru. So this is to give Christmas back to Heru. That day should be Heru's day anyway. This is to give the whole month back to us. So rightfully so, it should be called Heru month because we spend a lot of money in December, whether it be for Christmas or New Year's or Kwanzaa or just because you want to buy somebody something. December is that time when you spend a lot of money. Now, if you guys didn't know, organizations like the Nation of Islam, many others, but a lot of black people wanted to boycott. A lot of my followers and a lot of young folks said, you know, I'm saying young folks, like I'm not young, but a lot of young people said, hey, I'm not feeling the boycott thing this time. I feel like we've been there, we've done that. You know, I don't even think everybody's going to boycott on Christmas. Then, you know, I have a lot of Christian fam, they're like, boycott Christmas. I don't, even the ones who don't believe in Jesus are just like, look, I'm going to buy my mom something for Christmas. Right. I don't care. Like, I'm going to buy my mom something, my brother, my sister. Jesus or not, I'm going to buy people stuff. I don't care. And so that's how everybody feels. So I was like, okay. You know, I was talking to the black activist movement. You know, I'm sure a lot of you guys heard that. It's called BAM, B-A-M, or Black Activist Movement. We do a lot of community service. We're pretty much all about helping the community, changing it radically for black people. And we decided that, okay, a better answer would be more of a counter than just trying to take away from white people's pockets. Let's try to put some money in black people's pockets at the same time. So it's not just about taking money out of whitey's pocket. It's about putting money in the fellow African, your brother, your sister, you know what I'm saying? The businesses who really, really need it. They need your dollar. Now, before we go into black economics and explain all that, we are going to take a trip into the journeys of our panelists. Okay? First, we're going to let the queen go first. Please say who you are, where they can find you.
Peace. It's Iono. I heard echo. You can find me on Instagram at Divine Starr Gay. You can check me out on my online store where I sell copper crystal jewelry, as well as organic and natural body products at www.godpeace.com. And of course, you can always find me on YouTube at Goddess Iono.
All right, King.
Peace, family. Farrell here from Terani Brain Designs. You can find me on Instagram under Ferrata Corp. That's PHARAONICORP. On Facebook under Onic Brand. And my online store is www.ferraticdesigns.com.
All right. But I think we got Lost Queens. Is that right there? She looked like she popped up, but she's not all the way here. So we're going to keep going while that gets situated. Let's start with the goddess Iono. Can you please tell us about your business, how it started, about yourself, and just give us a little background?
Okay, so I got into making copper, just pretty much working with crystals and making jewelry when I was pregnant with my son. I guess it was part of the nesting stage, but it was a very spiritual thing because I was really into crystals and learning and about the piezoelectricity that crystals emit, which is really good for our bodies. and the fact that when you hold certain crystals in your hand, that your biomagnetic sphere expands and changes colors depending on what crystal that you have. So it was really interesting to me, and so I got deeper into it, and of course, I could feel the energies, and it just was like a spiritual type of thing. And then I was like, okay, well, I can make my spirituality sustain me. So I decided to go ahead and try to start some type of business. And I had a, I think an Etsy way back in the day, but really things didn't pop off until I started posting my jewelry on Instagram. And I realized, okay, well, people will just buy straight off of Instagram. Let me go ahead and do that. And I would just go through PayPal, which was a really good way. Like, I think a lot of businesses could start on Instagram, just selling on Instagram, because I know a lot of us are going through Instagram all day. And when we see something that we like from our brother or sister, we should definitely pick it up. But basically, that's it. And also, I wanted to do things that get into a business of making things that I didn't want to have to buy for myself. So basically, like all my body products, my laundry detergent, cleaner around the house, all of that. I make my business pay for all the nice things that I have, like my luxurious baths and things. The way I spoil myself is with bodies and with my body and what I put on my body. So it just kind of evolved into something where, okay, let me sustain myself making these good things and see if my people like it, and they do. And so it's really wonderful for me to be able to say that I completely rely on my people for my income.
Mm, that is
Yeah.
something to say. All right, that was a background right there. Your business started. The business started when you got pregnant. That's beautiful. That really is
Yeah.
beautiful. That's an amazing thing. And you know what? It's going to do something for him in the future. You know what I'm saying. We already know about all that, but we're gonna give it over to the King Pharaoh.
Yes, peace. Hopefully, a lot of my followers are on the check in. If they are, I'm sure they've already heard the story a dozen times. But for those who don't know, Terani Brain is. I've had the brand for about 12 years. Next year will be 13 years. And basically, my background is I worked in the apparel industry for over 20 years. And I just came to the realization that what, I can work for these companies. I can work to these companies till I'm dead. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, it's like, but what am I gonna leave for my kids? And, what legacy? Where's my mark? You know what I'm saying? So, I came up with the brand. I had a very heavy interest in ancient Kemet from a very young age. So, I just brought my two passions together: fashion and my love for Kemet together. And 12 years later, the company is growing. I don't know how many customers I have, but I just know that every year we get bigger, we grow stronger, and the brand, to me, it was just had to be something more. It had to represent more than just a clothing line. To me, it had to educate, and basically most clothing lines start out with what idealistically what the designer would like to wear themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
So for me, it was I would like to wear stuff that truly represents who I am, because I know we had back in the days we had FUBU and other black-owned clothing lines, but at the end of the day, it really didn't. They really didn't empower you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
mm-hmm.
it's all good. You can have, you can support black businesses, but at the end of the day, what is it doing for you? You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm,
I didn't want to compete with all. I just wanted to be something different. I actually wanted my brand to open up some third eyes,
word.
and the whole premise of the brand, Pharaonic brand, get back to greatness. My tagline, because that's what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? We need to realize that our history reaches farther back than slavery. You know what I'm saying? Because and
Mm-hmm.
that indoctrination you get in school, it pretty much that's don't teach you much before that. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to know that your history goes farther back, tens and thousands of years prior to that. So it's all about awareness. That's what the brand is really. The main goal is about awareness and reminding people that about their greatness. We all have it inside of us. You just need something to activate it. So
That's word, man. That's deep because clothes is the first thing that sometimes people see when they see somebody.
right,
Before you even might even notice, their hair, you might notice the icon on their shirt. So,
yeah,
it definitely is empowering to see our symbols more. you know. And I really dig your shirts. Trust me, I'm gonna be buying from everybody. Everybody on this panel is getting some of my money. You know, like I'm dead serious. Like my
Thank
next
you.
paycheck, all y'all going to get something. You know, and I want everything. Like you know, so I got you, brother. Okay, we're gonna move on to the queen representing Lost Queens, and I'm very interested to hear about her background and how her business developed. If you're not talking, try to mute your mic just to make sure that everybody's cool. All right.
Cool.
Hello. I'm sorry to
Hello.
be late.
It's fine.
Okay, so Lost Queens got started August of 2014. I was going through a really bad depression at the time,
Mm,
and I was just listening to Pharrell's album, Girl, at the time, and he has a song on there called Lost Queens that I just had on repeat, and the lyrics just really spoke to me, and I was surrounded by my friends who was trying to help me through, what I was going through. And that spirit of sisterhood really, I clung to it. And I started to get some ideas in my head on how to spread that. So I just started writing some things out on the computer. I was in a room, my living room, with three of my friends who were visiting. And I just started typing some things out and asking them what they thought about it. They liked it, and then we created the website. From there, I didn't have any formal experience in anything. I didn't go to college. Well, I went to college. I did not complete college. I don't have any formal training in business or, any inside scoop or any type of audience. Everything was built from the ground up. Just this this authentic spirit of sisterhood. You know, um, so it's just been fun. We did Afropunk this August, which was a big deal for us.
mm,
We've been in Ebony magazine. We've been on for Harriet, Madame Noir, Afrobella, and a couple of other publications as well. It's all about just making Black women feel good about themselves, making women of color see themselves in glamorous pictures and glamorous settings, showing that that they're royalty. The jewelry is to help women reclaim that inner goddess that we might have lost along the way.
mm.
So I'm really, really passionate about spreading that to my customers.
Word. All y'all have really deep backgrounds. You know, I'm not gonna lie, because I didn't get to ask any of y'all about your backgrounds before I spoke to y'all. I was afraid that somebody wasn't gonna have a cool background, but everybody on this panel has a pretty deep background, and I'm glad that all y'all made it through y'all journeys. It seems like a lot of y'all, you know, was even like going through something at the time when this happened, and it's strange how some of those powerful, or even what we would call negative events, brings out like the best things in our lives. So I always find that interesting. You know, there's always those type of stories in every major business. But we're going to move on now that we have all of our businesses introduced. Um, we're going to talk about black economics. Okay, we're going to have a discussion about black economics, what it does for the community. What is it? Like, you know, how do we go about black economics, and why should we participate in black economics? We're going to start from the Queen Iono.
Black economics is buying black, spending black, thinking black, and building black.
All right.
Um, we should all participate in it because the more that we do this, the more that we buy from our own, the more that we build our own businesses, the more we can employ ourselves, the more self-sustaining we can be, and we can get up off of the this white man, you know.
Mm. All right, King. What's black economics, and why should we be involved in it?
Well, we should be involved in it because we're black, we're melanated. You know what I'm saying? And at one time, we were masters of industry. You know what I'm saying? Until the white man came and saw how prosperous we were, and was envious, wanted to have what we had, so they procured. They connived, they stole, they rewrite history. So I think it's important, as long as there's melanated people on this planet, that we should always have a desire to take back what's ours. You know what I'm saying? Just like this month. You know what I'm saying? Heru month. We all know. I mean, not we all, but we all should know that. It's Heru that was actually born on the 25th of December. But Christianity came in and misconstrued the story, and and
Hmm.
here we have Christianity, and everyone's celebrating a white Jesus, Virgin Mary. You know what I'm saying? I
Yep.
mean, if you really take the time to learn what your story is, you'll find that it was just basically hijacked. So I think it's very important for us to support ourselves, just like my sister said. Economic empowerment would change our situation. So much more that we can probably even realize. Because I think if everyone took a minute to see how important our dollars are in our community, I think we would better play an active part in our economic emancipation, basically, so to speak.
That's word. That's word, brother. Sitting here dropping volumes. All right. Matter of fact, Lost Queens. I don't want to keep calling you Lost Queens. Can you say your name again? I apologize.
No
Is
problem.
the
It's
name to the question? Is
it's
Evan?
yes.
All right.
Okay, so Black economics to me is important to. It's important for us to participate in Black economics because all communities participate in it they employ themselves, they further themselves, they invest in themselves, and we are the only ones who have been taught not to do that, who have been taught to be crabs in the barrel. So I feel like it's important for us to empower each other and uplift one another and get ourselves out of this hole. And we're the only ones that's going to do it. No one's going to do it for us. So I think it's very important for us to participate in Black economics.
That's word. That's word. And the thing about black economics, for the people out there watching, is that just supporting your black businesses, your real black businesses. Now, let me make something else clear that I hope everybody here practices. So, black businesses also have to spend money at black businesses as well. Because sometimes what happens is sometimes you can't help it, and I just want to make that clear that sometimes you gotta go get gas. You know what I'm saying? I don't know any African descendants who own a gas station. You let me know when you find some in Delaware. So, sometimes your money go on exit somewhere else. But, we should try our hardest to spend money on each other. So black businesses also who are truly black businesses, and I'm not trying to offend anybody who may not do this, but should also be taking their money to black businesses. They should do the same. They should do the same because that's how money circulates. That's how money gets spent on your children. You know what I'm saying? The money will come back to you if we all spend like that. So I often urge people to also know about your businesses, and that's why I'm trying to have these panels so they could also get a feel for y'all because some of these black businesses be acting like black business, and then they'll be going and they be going right to the white man and buying everything, and they don't own nothing from a black person, but they clothing line, or they soaps, or they oils. You know what I'm saying? So they can't be saying, hey, yeah, buy black, and then they get your money and go buy white. It can't be like that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make it circular. I gotta keep going in order because if the money keeps circulating in our community, it's gonna feed our children. It's bigger than just us. It's about the kids. You always complain the kids ain't got no books, the kids ain't got no food, they don't got no medicine, the streets is messed up. Well, that's all about money circulating. That's all that's about. So stop going to those Chinese stores, buying y'all hair and y'all food. You know, they probably got their hair from a pet and your food. So what I'm saying. Watch it, and it's not a stereotype. It's real. Let's go look up the reports. So moving on though. Now I had to put y'all on the spot. I want to know. We're going to start from Pharaoh. Why should we take our black money and put it in your pocket?
Um,
What is
well,
so good about your business? What is so good about your business that we
I tell you,
should buy
I love
yours?
I love answering this question because, um, as black businesses, before I actually had my own business, 12 years ago, all I really would hear people complain about is, just be really negative about black businesses. Oh, this business is this business. I mean, we can be our own worst critics, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to our people.
Mm.
So One of the biggest things, other than giving people really dope designs, is I want to make the premise of our business of Terani Brands. I want to actually focus on customer service. I want to focus on
Mm.
quality products. I want to focus on all the things that I've heard people complain about. Um, because one thing about me, I don't like anyone saying anything negative about me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not
Mhm.
perfect, but at the end of the day, when I have things that I can control, I control them to the best of my ability. So that's one of the things that we focus on with the brand is quality and customer relation. I mean, there's no reason why, and that's one of the main reasons why I've been around for 12 years. My website has never gone dark. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I would like to think I have really great customer relationships with my supporters. I engage them every chance I can get, and at the end of the day, I try and make everybody look fly. So
Hey.
um, if that's not more enough reason, then I don't know. I mean, I could step it up a little bit, but
Mhm.
um, I think that's pretty much my goal, and I think that we do a good job at achieving it, or at least maintaining level of quality and customer service.
Word, word. Those are very good reasons for the people watching. You can go find him. He'll tell you his Instagram again at the end. But make sure you go to that man and buy black. All right, we're going to take it over to Ebony. All right, why should we, take our hard-earned money, you know, and go and put it in your pocket?
Well, for me, I believe that you should support Lost Queens because we truly are for women of color. We are truly there to uplift women of color. We are truly there to make you feel good about yourselves. We work hard to do that. Our Instagram is not just a place where you can see our products, but it's a place where you can be uplifted, where you can get quotes and poems that you may need to carry with you, affirmations that you may take with you throughout the day. I say that Lost Queens is not a purchase, it's an experience. I always call it the Lost Queens.
Mm,
I always welcome new queens into the tribe when they purchase from us because it's a community that I'm trying to build, not just a retail experience. I have dreams of opening a brick and mortar store at some point, and it's not going to be like the retail stores that are out there today. It's going to be a place where you can come in and feel that energy of black women. That energy when you walk into a hair salon, or that energy when you walk into your auntie's house.
mm-hmm.
It's going to be that, and you're going to, the employees are going to call you queen and goddess, and I just have so many ideas for it, and
Word.
I want to build a community center and a group home, and it's like funding Lost Queens is funding so much more for the community that I want to do. So that's why you should support us, and we have quality products, and they're great, and women love us, and I can't explain how many messages and comments and pictures I get of these women in their selfies telling me how they put them on and they felt better for the day, and it's a beautiful thing, really.
Word, word, word. It's a good explanation. I like that. Because like my brother was saying, we can be our hardest critics. And, one thing I notice about women sometimes is that they can be a little bit competitive. So, okay, we got a Kura. Hello, Queen. She finally made it. Look like she's driving. That's what's up. That's dedication right there. Um, but no, I was going to say that women sometimes can be competitive, and I seen women not want to support another woman just because she's a woman. So,
Right, and I don't believe in competition at all. The way I operate is that the universe has a never-ending flow. It's always making more. There's enough for all of us. There's lanes for all of us. Just create your lane and thrive in that lane. And pull up each other because it's a community thing. Like we've been taught this crabs in the barrel mentality. It's not who we are, and it's not who we have to be. You know.
mm, that's word. I agree. All right, let's move it to the goddess Iono. All right, why should the competitive woman and the hardworking men and the dedicated women who work so hard at their jobs put their hard earned money in your pocket?
um, Okay, I'm sorry. Well, not only should they put money in my pocket, but they should definitely barter with me. You don't even have to put money in my pocket. Let's trade. But one, I use like really pure grade essential oils. Most of my oils that I use in my products are ingestible and medicinal quality. So you've got that. Some of my products are edible. My body products are edible. As well as like I use my body products on my children. So they're very child friendly. They're very, as a matter of fact, most of my products were engineered really to put my children to sleep. So, like my shea butters, they're all both, both type of my shea butters are like scents that'll help put you to sleep. But and as far as my crystal jewelry, like that comes from the heart. The sister was saying, like she started doing her business when she was going through some times. It's almost like creating my crystal jewelry is like it heals me. It heals me. And so there's like a lot of healing energy, Aries. There's a lot of healing energy that goes into my jewelry, and I really hope that people can feel that. But even if you can't feel just what I put into them, crystals alone. Okay, hold on. So the moon is in Leo, which is a fire sign, and he is a fire sign. So there's a lot going on.
Now we let the babies.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's why like I put a lot of love in.
But make sure you stay tuned, okay? Actually, we might have one on Goddess Iono's page, so make sure you guys are staying tuned and looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to y'all showing your support. Please share this video to people who are conscious, aware, pro-black, Afrocentric, or they just want to help black people. All right, no further ado. Love y'all. Peace.
All right.
Peace.